What an idiot I am. There we go. All right. Coming back in, I figured, you know, I was going to play Pal World today, but I want to do this EverQuest video tonight. I'd like to get to level 46. So this helps me in getting there as fast as I can. Do this. We're down here in Lower Guck, still on my Cleric Shadow Knight Berserker character. First, so it's you, baby. I was playing last night. Got my character up to 43. We've been kind of cruising pretty handily though through it. It's slow, but it's not like terribly slow. Like if you were to play like 2-3 hours a night, you would still get like an hour, a level or two, which is, I mean, that's pretty uncommon for EverQuest. I'm pretty beat up though, man. Had a pretty intensive sports massage the other day. So I still, after this stream, I'll make that video for tomorrow. Kind of going through the system and how it works. There's no way, I don't think in 4 hours we can get 7 levels, that's for sure. Oh, let's just keep moseying on through this. It's also kind of a little bit of the tedium of EverQuest is that if you play it solo, it's a very kind of slow, methodical game. It's not World of Warcraft, right? Where you're kill something, mount up, kill something, mount up, kill something, mount up, or you go through an instance and it's like brr, 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 brr. It's just kind of an older game. You take your time through all of it. You slow burn it, stuff like that. Kind of again, the enjoyment of this game is it's very kind of mind off, just kind of let yourself kill through stuff. Unless you're specifically farming for specific stuff. That's cool. Are you looking to join the Ram Ranch Cowboys? Mike, have you not heard about EverQuest Legends? It's basically EverQuest, but you get to make a character that has 3 classes built into it. You're able to do more solo. It's quite fun. Report sewer team 6. But EQOA. What's EQOA? Dude, I'm here for you, man. As a fellow mid-30s-year-old man. So yeah, so right now my character is a Cleric, Shadow Knight, and Berserker. The game uses the old models, the old classic models. They've updated a lot of things. There's a lot of good quality of life stuff. I'm making this all into a video, so don't worry about it. I'm not gonna. It's coming. I don't know how in depth. EverQuest. Not Adventures of Norath. Legends? No, not Legends. This is Legends. I can't remember the name of it. I beta tested it. It was a lot of fun. It was weird though, because I was also playing it on the PC, so I was like, this is fucking weird. Online Adventures, there we go, Online Adventures. But like, okay, so here's your spell book now. You don't have to, so you can click the actual spell book and sift through every single fucking page if you want. When's the last time you played EverQuest, Mike? Because there's a lot that's changed, that they've added quality of life stuff that's just really great. So on EverQuest Legends though, I just press L and it's got all my spells through here and I can just simply navigate there. But if you haven't played in a long time, here's the spell Banish Undead. I'm gonna right click and forget it. Yeah, but no, Jay, you can't see this unfortunately, and I wish you could. I'm gonna right click here and this menu comes out. This menu says, it basically breaks each one of the spells into its category. So here's my HP buffs. You won't be able to see it because it's so tiny. So HP buffs, well, I hover over this. HP type 1, that's my resolution, my valor, my bravery, shielding, my symbols of Transol, Neltron, stuff like that. So I don't have to actually, I can never go to my book. Like, so my book's not open, right? I right click in this little slot. This is go to direct damage. I want to go to undead direct damage and I want banish undead. And it puts it back in the slot for me. I don't have to navigate the book. I don't need to navigate this list if I don't want to. It's pretty easy. I use the list to help me out to determine, okay, I'm level 43. What's coming at 44? Okay, we're getting just a straight up smite direct damage spell. And we're getting a point blank AoE. I gotta sneeze. Oh god, it hurts so good. A dooming darkness. So someone's a dooming darkness that binds your target's feet, decreasing their movement rate, so it's a snare. And doing 20 damage every 6 seconds for a minute and a half. That's my pocket. Oh, and I get celestial healing, which is a heal over time. So I see that's all coming at 44. This is a modern UI. If I wanted to, I can go over here to interface and there's different UI skins. I'm using default modern. Here's default. When you boot the game up, it's gonna look like this. That's how it would look. And I hate it. So I load UI skin and I go modern. I mean, there's so much room in the UI, which is kind of nice, but it's also like, look how there's just so much shit, man. Like, there's so much shit at the top of the screen, or the bottom of the screen. But that's, I mean, this is just the menus that I've decided to put there, you know? Okay, so you showed, I think it was yesterday, that there are 2 any slots. Do you know if they put the epic quest items in? Would it be crazy to imagine one could? Yeah, you can put, theoretically, all 3 epics in. Kunark comes sometime before the end of the year. So if you wanted to, you could put in all of the epics into those slots. Yo, what's up, Kirazam? Sorry, dude. Just process that. This map, too, is So this map is something called Brewalls. Brewall made these maps for the game. So if you can't really see it up here, I can probably, let's do, move it out. I think it's in here. I can do it. Okay. Right now I'm on minimal dark background. Okay, well, we'll go default dark background. So this is what the map really looks like. Here's your, this map is, again, you can see it's like, this is got like hand-drawn stuff on here. But I can see, okay, well, this is where the Ghoul Magus spawns. This is where the Ghoul Lord spawns. So this has got a lot of really handy things. Well, they're overhauling these maps. I don't know what these maps are going to look like in the future, but they're going to have a whole bunch of stuff that these don't have. Can I end the find? How do I end find? I like the compact one a little bit more. Dude, it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm solo right now, Mike, but if I press this button right here, I can switch the difficulty. Right now I'm on difficulty 2. I can go all the way up to difficulty 4, and that increases the experience, but it also increases these items. They say +5 at the end of them, or +7, or +6, or +10, or +6. When you go into a difficulty 4, you'll get items that are +4 or higher, and you fuse them into this item and make it better. So it allows you to farm in the same area, get the same items over and over, and make your current items better. And you can do it with you can do it solo if you have a really good set of gear and a good combination, or you just do it with friends. The game is meant to be played pretty much as like either a solo experience or a very small group. Raids are 8-man. They're not the 40-man raids of before, so it's a lot more fun. Like, I'm going to be playing with my friends from Ultima Online Outlands. We have a small guild we put together. They've revamped too a lot of the old beginner dungeons. So right now, the first one was Befallen. Befallen has got, so this item is from Befallen, and this is a sword that gives +13 strength because I've jacked it up, but its ratio is 0.7. That's kind of like, ratio is the easiest way to understand ratio is kind of like DPS. I don't understand what it means, but the higher the number, the better. This tunic is from there. It's got AC 24, 9 strength, agility, and dexterity. It's really, really good items. So every single one of these revamped starter dungeons drops amazing gear that you can use from level 1 to level 50. And then you just go get planar gear. So it's really fun. So they did Black Burrow as well, BB. BB drops like, I think I've got a helmet. This Death Knight helmet, the Wicked Saleh. It's strength, stamina, intelligence, and it gives me like a focus for mana preservation whenever you do decay, or reduces mana cost of all spells by 10%. They just redid Najina. Crushbone is coming. So basically all of the big starter ones will be completely revamped. So that'll enable people to jump into them, get really good gear that they can just use in perpetuity, and every time that you swap, and that's another thing too, right? Someone asked about restrictions, race restrictions and class restrictions. They're in here, J-Dub. I'll talk about it in just a second. So when I start the game up, I choose a race. So I've chosen High Elf. And you're stuck with that race until, and I'll talk about that in a second, you unlock some achievements. You then choose your primary class. Oh shit. Don't kill my little buddy. I'm stunned, that's why. You choose your primary class. I chose the cleric. Your primary class will lock in after level 11, right at level 10, and it'll be like, hey, you're about to hit level 11. Do you want to lock this in? You press yes, you can progress to level 11. But Single class mobs and D1s and higher. Yeah, so well, I found out how it works here. D0 has always single class. Well, let me finish this other part. So I chose Cleric, Shadow Knight, Berserker. I can swap though at any point to any kind of other combination I want, but my primary class is locked in until I get to 50. At 50, let me switch this. This is crazy shadows. Batcave streaming. There we go. You at 50 you get a class change token, so you can swap your primary class. So I can then say, and this is what I want to do. I want to get to 50. I'm going to unlock possibly Paladin, possibly Berserker, possibly Shaman. I don't know, between those three. And from there, you can just create different combinations. So my loadouts, you can see, you really can't, but you can. I've got primary class Shaman or Cleric, then the Shaman Berserker, Rogue Berserker, Ranger Necromancer, Paladin Berserker, Shadow Knight Berserker. So you can swap to whatever you want to do. Yes, you can swap whatever your secondary classes are here, but once you get to 50, you get a unlock token to get a second primary class. And then after that, you have to go do the Plane of Sky over and over to unlock other primaries. If you want, you don't need to do it if you don't want to. So that's how the classing system itself works. Do we think that in the video that I make, I should break these subjects down into like the subject I've got is character creation, dungeons and leveling, items and gear progression, AAs, stances, invocations, quality of life, and then rating? Or is it better for me to go character creation, which would cover the classes? So character creation and classes, let's just call it that. And then how items work, because items have this whole complex, not even complex, but they have a system. And then go into dungeons and talk about dungeons and their difficulties and stuff like that. Because you can also make, you can create an instance right here. And I can create a solo instance where it's only me in it. And I can set it so that monsters don't respawn. So you know what? I don't have a ton of time tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a solo instance and I'm going to go through it and clear it. That's what I'm going to do. And I don't have to worry about respawn. But that's my goal tonight. So you can do stuff like that and then reset the instance and clear it again. You can do whatever you want. In a solo instance, let's say I get 50% done with it. And I've set it to not respawn. If I log out in the instance, will it save where it's at? I'm curious to see how that works. Like basically, if I get 50% through a solo instance that I've set not to respawn, if I log out, can I log back into that same thing? But here, okay, so difficulty. What do you mean by skill expression? I'm waiting for someone to respond to that. So difficulty here, you've got D0 to 2. Let's break it into that. Well, sorry, D0, they will always be single class. You are correct. D1 and 2 has a rare chance for them to be a double class. Tier 3, it's like an 80% chance for them to be double. Tier 4 or D4, it's like 95%. But then there's another percentage of it being a triple. So you can deal in the skies, or in the planers, in the planes, you can have trio classes. It eventually times out and sends you to a public version. However, you can log out for quite a while before it times out. Yeah, he definitely was in like a D4. And that's pretty common in the starting zone to like amp it up because those monsters aren't strong. But, you know, a warrior monk dual class is not that difficult. It's going to deal with a lot of, oh, what is this? Amphibicide. Oh, we've killed too many amphibians, bro. It'll be much lower than that. Haven't tested in a while, but it'll be a couple of hours. Yeah, you know, a lot of them too, you're coming in here. It's not necessarily, I'm not talking shit about these content creators, but I'm saying like a lot of them, they're EverQuest content creators, so they're kind of like, they assume you just know. I'm making like an explainer video, assuming you have no context of even what EverQuest is. So it's also just the way I make videos. Every time I made a video, I was always, I approach videos the way that I used to make papers. And I had a really good English teacher in high school. And he said, any paper you write, assume someone knows zero about the subject matter. He said, you'll explain your point better, but also you'll take up room so that you don't have to write as much. I'm like, that's fucking genius. Yeah, there's something about, you know what, so here, when I play Ultima Online right now, oh shit, what the fuck is this? Oh, it's Asana. Or even when I play EQ, I do this. This will knock you right in the I can play this without having to worry about demonetization. I can't tell you, man. Like, it's just so funny how much we associate with music, right? Our memories. And like when this came on, I was like, I remember watching let me sure I got the movie. Yeah. I remember watching The Sixth Day, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, where he like gets involved in cloning, listening or playing EverQuest, and that came out in like 2000. So EverQuest had been out for about a year. I can't watch it on stream. I'll get demonetized. Okay, so we got a big pull here, right? These are three. This is gonna be rough. So, oh, by the way, I changed into a dark elf using. I have the. Oh, I'll tell you about that in a second here. Well, not right now. I'll tell you. So this is Torben's mystical eye patch. I ripped the click exaltation off of the Guise of the Deceiver. That allows you to turn into a dark elf. For those that know EverQuest, you know what those terms mean. But now when I right click this, it turns me into a dark elf rather than having to use the actual mask itself, which doesn't help this character. Were it so easy. I'm on Restream now. I went back to Restream because I wanted the client chat. It's really a pain in the ass without it. Okay, so we're dealing with three creatures. I'm going to open up with a little wave of enfeeblement that is going to sap their strength and give it to me. My health is getting down to 50%, so I'm casting Promise Renewal. So in 12 seconds, I'm going to get a huge injection of 6,000 hit points. It's going to bring me to full, and I'm like locked in on my hit points right now because we're 1 second away and we'll be back to full. Boom, we're good. So what I'm going to kind of do now is just keep an eye on that. I want my character just to go through his auto attacks because they're quite strong. Ooh, I want to go for this wizard first. And we're already kind of, since we now have another one, the wizard's going to hit me a little bit harder. I've already cast that spell again. Gee, hold. Good. So the thing's going off at 5 seconds. I'm at 42%. And just kind of let this thing keep clicking down. Pretty close. Boom, we're good. So Promise Renewal is extremely strong because it just gives me a guaranteed chance to basically go full full health. I can switch over to inversion now. Now inversion means I'm going to cast my spells almost immediately. And I'm going to use Promise Renewal again. I wonder how they're doing that then, Kier. That's definitely interesting, because I'd love to do that. You know what? I'm going to get a breather here. So I'm going to use Sacred Word, cast with inversion. That's going to stun everything around me. Kind of gives me a little bit of breathing room. Makes my Promise Renewal go off. I'm good to go. And this then gives me a chance to... Oh, my little guy's going to die. No big deal. We're going to need to rebuff anyway. So we just keep kind of going, wading through this group here. I'm going to switch back to Spellblade. So Spellblade, what it's going to do is use my very first spell like it's an attack proc. So I'm going to use Promise Renewal again to heal up in 12 seconds. So you can see we're chipping away here handily. I'll use Harm Touch, kind of eat away at their health. Now I use this thing called Reaving Strike. And every time Reaving Strike goes off, it will remove 1 minute from the cooldown timer of Harm Touch, which is 20 minutes. It's already gone off once, so it's down to 18 minutes. Okay, it's gone off a couple. Oh, it just went off twice back to back. Now it's 16 minutes and 42 seconds. So this is a big thing that both Paladins and Shadow Knights get, where you can actually leverage one of the best abilities they get is either Harm Touch for a Shadow Knight or Lay on Hands for a Paladin, and it allows you to keep those things active. Like that would have been a 20-minute recast. We're already down to 8 minutes and 20 seconds from the time that we used it, right? So, okay, we're all good to go. So it's a cool way to pull in using a mechanic that you otherwise would just kind of be bound by time. And it's one of the coolest things about using the Knights. Knights are classified as Warriors, Paladins, Shadow Knights, and, well, technically Ranger is a Knight. Not classic WoW. Smiling Bear. There's something in EverQuest that came out. It was a free shard called The Hero's Journey. You're thinking, so EverQuest pioneered TLP, time lock progression. Classic WoW copied that, and they said, well, we like that idea too. But classic WoW there's just classic WoW. There's no classic WoW over and over and over. There was Season of Discovery, but EverQuest has these time lock progression servers, Smiling Bear, where, hey, we're going to open up a brand new TLP server. It's like the game rebooted in 1999 again, and you'll be able to go through the expansions every 8 weeks. Something like that. Classic WoW is just, they took WoW and they relaunched it, and now you're going through that progression again. They don't do new servers where you restart back at just vanilla. So there was a free shard or a free server, a free version of EverQuest called THJ, The Hero's Journey, where you could take 3 classes and combine them together. And it was stupid strong. It was a power fantasy. You'd face roll everything. EverQuest Legends does the same thing though, of taking 3 character classes and combining them together. This is a Cleric, Shadow Knight, and Berserker, but then leveraging more. I get to play with increased difficulties, all sorts of things, so you cannot face roll the game. It's actually still difficult, but it's soloable. And that's kind of that's the crux of this, is that this is a soloable EverQuest MMO experience. You can take your time, you can jack it up, you can go, raids aren't 40 man, they're 8 man, groups are 4 people. It's just a lot smaller of a time commitment. Does that help give you context on it, Smiling Bear? I can talk to Moxie. I think Moxie's in my special Discord. No sub? What do you mean no sub? There is a subscription. Yes, there is a subscription. Good call. So the game itself will cost... Here, what does the game cost? It's like 25 bucks, 30 bucks. I got a special I'm a streamer code, so I don't have to pay for it. But the sub cost is $10. If you buy the game, the first month comes for free. Very old school style. They always used to try to do that for you, like, yeah, you buy the game, first month's for free. Yeah, $20 for the game, $10 a month afterward. The game comes with a free month. Yep. That used to be the way they'd hook you with old MMOs. They'd roll the first month into the sticker cost. What the fuck is on my back? Isn't it wild that we're in a day and age where $10 a month is coming back, you know? I think MMOs are in a really interesting place. WoW and Final Fantasy will live on through the legacy of the size of the games that they've created. But I think the newest wave of MMOs are going to start kind of taking not necessarily this approach of 3 classes, because this is retrofitting an old MMO into a new system. But I think Guild Wars 3, and what's the other big MMO that was just announced? Aeon 2. I think that they will be more casual focused. I think that they'll be not necessarily casual focused and there won't be sweats, but I don't think they will have the communal lock-in that a standard MMO has, because that's just not the way we game anymore, which is weird because now we're the more connected than we were in the 2000s, early 2000s, but we've wanted to be more removed from that connection, which is kind of interesting. No one, dude, no one. Thanks, Bobby Kotick, pioneering MTXs by fucking us in the ass. That guy's such a piece of shit. Oh, I fucking hate that dude. The dark era of video games is all because of him. But I think MMOs will have a second surge because there's evidence that, you know, we want persistent online worlds to live in. And the guy who made Ultima Online and made Star Wars Galaxies has a Kickstarter for his MMO that I funded. I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head. But that's getting really good press. They just did a showcase of it at Summer Game Fest, and it was really well received. And I'm excited to see more. I can join in on the alpha for that at any point, but I'm like, you know what? Let me hit it when it's a little bit more complete. You know, I watched that on my actual map and was like, don't take a step to the left. And I took a step to the left. You know, though, I think it's, I agree with you, Jay. You know, it's like we want to avoid the shitbags, but I think that there's still a part of us that plays these online games and misses the communities. And I don't think those communities are hard fought. I think they're pretty easy to come across again. And I'm excited for the notion of like, dude, this is very solo. And you know what's nice too is I've seen people down in the dungeons and they've been like, hey, you want to group up? Boom. Oh, dude, it's Fuzzy, bro. Guys, everyone in chat say hi to Fuzzy1260. He's one of the best truckers I know. Big fan of the lot lizards. Fuzzy first got syphilis outside of Nebraska, but you know he's still fighting it. He's still fighting it. He refuses to get the pills, but he's still here for us, huh? There's a group player MMO where you control the people you interact with rather than... And this is kind of it. This is kind of it. I can solo these instances if I want. I can go group up with friends if I want. I can group up with randos if I want. And I think that's what makes it so good. Modern day EverQuest in a TLP, a time lock progression server, is really fun because you gotta get to experience it at the ground level again. But finding groups is very not fun. Because people, I need animate that. Because people are like elitist about their groups. They're like, sorry, I only want a bard in my group right now. Fuck you. So they won't, it's hard to get groups in TLPs. And this, it doesn't matter. You can have 3 fucking classes. No one gives a shit what your comp is because they probably have what they wanted in their comp. And they just bring you into the group and you just kill shit. And you amp the difficulty up. D&D-O is a different game for sure. So we're going to rebuff here. So if you played OG EverQuest, you know one of the worst things about OG EverQuest is exactly DPS 3 is trying to buff up. Well, there is now an AA, or alternate advancement, archetype, I think. Nope. General? Yeah, it's called quick buff. So it's got a 10-minute cooldown, but I'm going to go ahead and press it. And what it says, it basically drains all my mana to cast every single one of the buffs that I have. Or endure fire. We want to change that to resist fire. I actually I want to put resist magic on here. I just got this one. Every single one of the buffs that I have memorized. So I press quick buff and it'll do your entire party. Boop, there you go, set. So I'm all buffed, my pet's all buffed. I can swap back to my other, my mana's got to come back, but that comes back pretty quickly. Casually, I won't have to be up until 3 a.m. waiting for 2 other guilds to help your guild retrieve their corpses from Plane of Fear because you botched the break-in aggro the full zone. Yeah, absolutely, man. Also, there's no corpse runs. There's no experience lost on death. If you die, you have everything. Ram Ranch the Cowboys. What up, Bojangs? And there's another portion of this too. So you have stances and invocations. Casters bring invocations. Melee related brings stances. So the stances here. So some of the invocations, for example, are unyielding. Health regen, excluding out of combat bonus regen, is doubled with a 25% resistance, increases to loss of control from fear, madness, and charm. So I get a invocation here that will help regen my health, but I also get resistance towards things that would like make me lose control of my character. Arcane Mastery, spell cast and recovery times are reduced by 25% plus 10% per additional intelligence class. I am an intelligence class, I'm a Shadow Knight. The mana cost of detrimental spells is reduced by 15%, plus again another 5%. So this means I'll be able to cast spells quicker and they cost less mana. Divine, when I heal, anytime I press any spell, it will heal the lowest health player in the party for 100% of the mana that it cost. What does that mean? So Expel Undead is not a heal spell, but it costs me 85 mana to use. If I'm in Divine Invocation, then every time I cast Expel Undead, it will heal the lowest health player in the party. Even if I cast another heal spell on someone else, it'll heal the lowest player in the party. And then that is increased by 33% for every wisdom class I've got. So if I'm a cleric, paladin, ranger, or a cleric, paladin, shaman, then I will heal for 199%. So basically 200% mana anytime I cast a spell, which is awesome. Spellblade will use the very first spell gem as a weapon proc. Recover will double your mana regen in the middle of combat. Inversion will cut down your spell cast time by 2/3, and you basically, it adds that cast time into a global cooldown. So if, let's just say this took me, so 2/3, let's just say it took me 6 seconds to cast this, right? Well, 2/3 of that 6 seconds is now treated as a global cooldown for all my spells. So I cast it way faster. So 2/3 is, I'll cast it in, oh my gosh, help me, in 4 seconds, not 6 seconds, but it's a global cooldown of 2 more seconds. That sounds like a lot of math, but basically it just means I can almost instant cast everything. That was fun, Jay, but you don't have to worry about it anymore. The one thing that does happen though is the higher difficulty you go, the aggro range on monsters is increased intentionally, not like a bug. So in D4, everything is more difficult. Monsters have dual classes, and the capability to pull the whole like area you're trying to farm is way higher. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this so much, because I was really afraid to stream any kind of MMO, let alone a retro MMO. No, Bo, you never listen. I won't share anything. You don't get to know again. Well, you have to be man. It's just game. I don't like UO not gonna work. You shower time. Look at you, you disgusting hobbit. Always trying to get a picture of my toesy woesies, fuzzy wuzzy. There's a feature called Greater Hold, which is supposed to stop your pet from drawing aggro, but it doesn't really work that well. Because the Death Knight pet is just terrible. It doesn't, it's just, oh damn it. I was gonna stop doing damage to show you how bad it is. I like this classic EverQuest music in the background. Oh shit. We will go with a Wave of Enfeeblement. Oh shit, we got 4 on us now. We go Shroud of Hate. And then I'll do Shadow Vortex. So I suck up their strength, I suck up their AC, and draw it from them. No, I'm a Shadow Knight, which is a Necromancer hybrid class. So there's a Shadow Knight, or there's a Necromancer, and then if you take a Necromancer and combine it with a Warrior, you get a Shadow Knight. If there were a market, absolutely I would. Dude, he's got them scaly toesy woesies. Yeah, the numbers I don't really, I kind of like, I don't know, they don't really have much meaning. There's so many so fast all the time everywhere that it's like, I look at this little thing right here. This is a screed of all the damage numbers that I do, and I've changed it to just to show the numbers. I don't know how to make it to just show me spell damage numbers. I don't need to see that your Reaving Strike did, but I kind of want to do that actually. Okay, so let me make a point. I'm going to stop attacking this thing. I'm going to have my pet attack it. So it started at 46. Dude, the whole time I was in New Orleans, Homestar and I made so many inappropriate jokes about hooking up with each other that his girlfriend was like, should I just be worried about when you two are like alone in a room together? And I was like, absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely you would. You know what's funny is, you know the helmet you've got, Pone? Wait right there.
A steadfast supporter.
I too have a helmet, just like mine. A little bit smaller though. I have a fucking huge head. I have huge legs. Valadax. I have been competing in Olympic weightlifting for like 14 years now at this point. 13 years. I have humongous legs. But you can see that the pet doesn't do a ton of damage. I'm letting it do its own damage, and it's really slow. But I have another like actual Roman helmet coming. My friend in Minnesota, He's like, hey, I found this at a like a swap meet. It's like $50 and it's yours. I'm like, bring it. I know. I'm trying to show them how bad this pet is. We started at 46%. And I'm letting it just kind of wail on me. So I'll turn my, there you go. I just did 23% of damage. So that's kind of my point, right? Like the pet just doesn't do enough. In the future, we're supposed to be able to use our moats. These moats are what we use to upgrade items. We'll be able to upgrade our spells with these moats, which is pretty cool. One thing that bothers me in UO is that I can't tell the damage sources. It's just numbers. Yeah, it gets really tricky when there's a lot of shit there, Bo. Druid, Necro, Enchanter, as I love kiting and dots. I mean, definitely fucking doable, dude. And so with an Enchanter and a Necromancer, your pet has set pet inventory. 4 is the default number. And then I think Necro gives it +3. And then, no, this is Necro. It gives it +2. And then Enchanter, I think, gives it another +1 or +2. So, see these items here? These are equipped on my pet. If my pet dies, I don't need to re-equip them. They're always there. So, you don't have to worry so much about a pet inventory anymore, which is really nice. I have a bunch of new bags I should go swap out. There's so many things I want to say in this video, but I don't know all the things that are worth bringing up that would entice someone who's either new to EverQuest or returning to EverQuest and go, oh, I'm gonna check that out. That's another AA point. What are we doing for our AAs right now? Oh man, I'm about to hit 44. Only 11 o'clock. Damn. 2 more levels, we get to go to a plane. I'm hoping to go to a plane today on stream today. God, dude. Does anyone know what poop sock means? I was playing with someone last night, Wrath, who put Fiery Avenger on their Enchanter pet, and it was fucking chopping shit up. It was so cool. So there's a term, and you know, I'm kind of upset that I learned term is not what I thought it was. So poop socking, it was an EverQuest term, and I always thought that it meant that someone was pooping into a sock. Like, you know what, dude? There's no way I'm gonna leave the computer. I'm gonna poop into this sock. Like pooping into a tube sock. Like, dude, that's such a challenge. But it was like an old Reddit post or forum post, and it was about a guy who was living with a friend, and the friend was playing EverQuest so much, and he was like, I don't know, like this guy like never uses the bathroom, or if he does, it's so quick. I don't know how he poops. And I think they were going to move out, and they were moving all the furniture around or something, and they found like socks that he would use to wipe his ass. So basically, he'd run to the toilet, poop into the toilet, and then use a sock to wipe his ass. And I was like, fuck. I was like, that's what poop socking means? Not as cool as I wanted it to be. I remember wait for daylight before running. Oh, dude, Kithakor Forest. I went to Kithakor Forest at night for the first time when we played on a TLP. And I didn't know. I didn't know. Or I had forgotten at the very least. And I was like, everything in here is terrifying. Everything in here is going to kill me. Yes, my pet is a level 20 Necromancer pet. That's what I mean, man. Like, pets in general need a lot of love. Carpools with those really long limos with pools in the back. That's just the most Bo answer ever. I love it. Oh, man, daddy's up. Okay, so... Oh, he's a... So... Oh, he's just straight Shadow Knight. Okay, never... Oh, no. So, Hoptor Thagulum, which is the Ghoul Lord, spawned as a Paladin Shadow Knight. Which, not gonna lie to you, is not the best. Let me... I think Guard of V is still up. No, it's not. Well, recast Guard of V, which is great. Oh. And then I will put Negation of Life, which will remove, if he goes to heal himself, which he will, it will reduce their healing by 30%. Do you think the monthly subscription is justified? That's what I'm holding me back from giving this a go currently. Yes, absolutely I do. They've done so much in just the beta as far as their updates, their ability to listen to the community, and revamping the game from the ground up, Zentech, that I think it's absolutely worth it. To give them continued dev budget, totally fine. Because I think people will play this thinking it's going to play like original EverQuest, and the bones of it will, like, you're like, oh, I'm in Elguk. Well, they're adding so many things to all the original structure. Like I was talking about earlier, Blackborough, Najina, and Befallen are the same dungeon, kind of, but then they've added a bunch of items into those dungeons that are way better, and those items can carry you from level 1 to level 50. And there's a whole way to inject and make items that you currently keep farming over and over even better. So there's a lot of systems that this brings, and they have more intended systems that are coming. So I think it's absolutely worth the $10 a month. Now, keep in mind, this is my job. I do this for a living, so I can justify those things way easier because I can write them off. If it's not what you want, you know, it's just not what you want, and there's no justifying it. Okay, I'm gonna go to defensive stance so I don't die. We're gonna go to Divine Aura. So I use Divine Aura here, which is like a Paladin bubble. I'm invulnerable, they can't do anything. I popped into defensive stance, hoping I could wait for my Promise Renewal to go off, and it didn't. So this gives me a chance to get Promise Renewal fully off. That was my kind of one get out of jail free card there. And we're back in it. I'm going to use Sacred Word to give me a little bit more breathing room here. This sounds like an Ultima Online song. All right, so I just stunned everything. Well, stunned most of it. I'm still in Berserker stance. I need Inversion. I'm going to put up Promise Renewal again. Defense stance. Negation of Life. So the Ghoul Lord keeps healing the Wizard. So Promise Renewal went off again. And it's nice because the Ghoul Lord's wasting all of his mana on the Wizard, so it does help me out in some way. So when I go to fight the Ghoul Lord, he won't actually be healing himself. But it does make killing him a lot more tricky, right? Now, his mana is already almost out too, which is cool. Just can't. Did I get Promise Renewal off? No, I didn't. Shit. So Inversion. We might need to cast a manual heal. So you can see how just fighting one creature that has a double class is that much more annoying, especially that as a double class that can heal. It really kind of eats up a lot of your resources because you have to spend more time healing yourself or burning through mana to kill that thing, whatever it is. I'm debuffing now, going through the debuff list by sapping. We're sapping its strength, we're sapping its armor class, make me harder to hit, make it easier to hit, make it do less damage, make me do more damage. probably okay to go back into Cost Promise Renewal again. I'm gonna wait for Promise Renewal to get down to like 6 seconds or 5 seconds. Now I'll go back into Berserker stance. Oh wow, he stunned me. I'm gonna go to Recover. Recover's gonna, I get hard. I get real hard, guys. I'm a big hard guy. So we don't have Harm Touch up again. I used it at the very beginning of the fight. I used it at the beginning of the fight. It's got a 20-minute cooldown. We've used Reaving Strike so much now that it's at a 6-minute cooldown, which is really nice. Promise Renewal again. Heal me back up in 12 seconds. I'm on Recover though to get my mana back up, because what's going to start happening is I'm going to hit a point where I'm not killing them fast enough and my mana is going to drain out. There goes my capability to sustain. But I cannot pop out of Berserker stance because we still need to like kind of buzz some of them down. Am I pet attacking? He is. I'm gonna use Negation of Life, make sure that this thing doesn't try to... Damn it, didn't go off. Resisted. Harm touched it. This is kind of my problem though with the Shadow Knight. I like the Shadow Knight a lot. It's like one of my favorite characters. But Harm Touch just really doesn't deliver enough utility to me. It doesn't do enough damage. It does like 8% damage, which is really nothing. Versus just straight up using Paladin's Lay on Hands, which gives me a whole second life, you know? That's massive. We're gonna pop into defensive stance because I just need to be able to weather the storm here. Because we almost have Hop Tor Thagolum down. The EQ is almost like an AARPG than I don't know. I still think it's an MMO. I mean, it can be played kind of solo, but when I think action adventure RPG, like a Diablo, I think of a very specific kind of loot system that is not in this game. I think of a very specific... Oh god, dude, I might actually die here. So let's kill Hop Tor. I'm gonna do a feign death. Cool. Oh man, we got a lot of cool stuff here. I don't know what that does. We're gonna combine that in, sell this. So we got enough. We could probably actually, now that we've killed him, we're probably good. So when they have a dual class, another thing that happens is it increases their health by a lot. If I can get this off, I will probably be able to stabilize. Because I'm not worried about blues. Blues I can kill pretty quickly. But yeah, Paladin Lay on Hands is just such a better thing because it fully heals your character. It's an EverQuest that's more respectful of your time. I love it. As someone who says it so much in their videos, I'm down. So we'll switch back to Berserker stance, which is a little risky. It's a little spicy. But we should be fine. I mean, I think my Promise Renewal is... what is the thing that reduces... Is it Overchannel? What reduces the mana cost of something? Yeah, it's 16%, so it just came back. No, my pet's dead. He's fucking dead, Jim. Harm Touch is almost back online. I'm gonna pull it over here in case we get a respawn. Oh, whoops. All right. Feign death, and my character's dead. This happens sometimes. I failed. A defensive stance. Feign death. Okay. So to them, I'm dead. they'll run away. So it helps you. I've only recently started using Feign Death. I've had the ability, but I'm like, I've never really played a class that's used it. So I've never really tapped into it. So they'll just go back to their respective spots. And then oh shit, that really activate again? Oh shit, Feign Death. I have to wait for this to clear target. I think that's the problem. That wizard's still technically on me, I think. There should be a key. The enemy has forgotten you. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Tip, don't do it at their spawn location. They might not leave you. Usually you'll run away and feign death so they go back to spawn and leave you alone. I agree with you, I guess. I mean, like I said, I don't really use it. This is my first class that it really has it. No, I did not think so. I was actually playing it last night. Okay, so it dropped target. We're now just recovering. I'm gonna, doesn't look like, okay, this guy's gonna pat back over me. Let's actually put that in suggestion. Okay, so since I'm recovering my health and everything, we'll do this. If I go over here to achievements, what they've also done too is, I am a high elf. I can get dark elf by getting the rep here. So completing this achievement will allow you to select dark elf as a race and loadouts. Get max Dreadguard Inner, Dreadguard Outer, and Dark Bargainers, or I can be a barbarian, whatever I want to be. I guess Troll is the only one that's not on this list right now because that's not implemented, and Froglock is not implemented yet. But why are they called Karen and not Bashir? Oh, because I guess the Karen are the ones that are here on Norath and Bashir over on the over on Luklan, the moon. Press the 6. Okay, we're back alive. I'm gonna try to get this before it spawns again. We're gonna deal with a pat, but that's fine. Listen to this halfling town stuff. I do have a problem with the cursor. The cursor sometimes gets lost for me. Oh, by the way, one of the best quality of life things is that menu that pops up. That menu that keeps popping up here in the upper right hand corner, that's basically the vendor menu. If you kill stuff and it drops things, you can do everything through that menu. Yeah, Zentech, you can. There are people that I've met in this difficulty. Like, let's see, there are It's just me down here. There's only about like 3,000 or 4,000 closed beta testers. So it's a smaller community, but I've met people down here because this is like kind of the go-to place to get to level 50. So I meet people down here and we just team up and go kill shit. It's, one of them might, I don't think he's actually here in chat, but let's see. I don't know what the fucking button is for guild. Players, Alt G. Okay, yeah, it's just me on right now. So, what was it talking about? So, right click. So this is what it is by default, right? Jonesy. Right click it again at the top. Display type is either compact map or minimal map. I like minimal map. Put it right there. But I did this. I don't know how to clear it. There we go. There we go. Cleared it. Isn't that nice? Then there's a little, you can't see it, but there's like a little tiny black square right here. That's what you use to drag it around and place it wherever. And it's just so much nicer to have it up there. I looked at a couple of EQL videos, and like this setup for your spells is so much nicer because I don't really have to guess at what's what. I can hold down Alt and it says the names of all these things, but it's nice to just look at a glance and go, okay, I know that that's there, boom. I think I can make this really thin too. Yeah, I can make it like a bar like that. I can stack it up. Switch into this playlist instead. I don't know enough about the UI. There was, so that is in, there's different textures you can do too. Like here's one. And it kind of changes like the way these images look, like the way these little spell gems look. I think we're doing default. Like here's 3. And it's kind of the way the gems have looked at different points in time in this game's history. Oh, we got him again. Ooh, a Shadow Knight Magician. I expect big hits from him. Use Shadow Vortex on me. I'm supposed to use it on him. So he's casting pretty heavily on me. I can swap over to Mage Hunter, which makes it so that incoming magic damage is reduced by 50%, and then incoming melee is reduced by 20%. Defensive stance is 50% of physical damage and 20% of magic damage. So you basically, it's a defensive stance for magic. Dude, look at this guy just fucking ripping on me right now. So you can see, like, I was killing a lot of those yellow con things pretty easily. But even this thing, it's got this, I mean, I should, but it was dying a lot and I didn't want to take the time to do it because I had to rebuff it. I was waiting for my buffs to deplete, then I'll do it. Okay, but now we got a wizard on us, which is not ideal. Am I stunned? No, there we go. Oh shit. We're gonna Mage Hunter. So I swapped to Mage Hunter. Gives me time for these 4 seconds to go down to get myself back to full. I still have Divine Aura, which is basically a Paladin bubble from WoW. This will give me full invulnerability. We used it earlier, right? Paladin does get, in this version, they get a haste, which is cool, but they also get a mana leech, which is pretty nifty. Holy warrior of justice. My friend. The forces of undead shall meet their maker here tonight. You bring with you the blessings of many of your companions across the ages to fight Hoptorthagulum. We'll cast Sacred Word. I don't know if we'll go off, but it gives an AoE stun. Got interrupted. AoE stun. Nope, interrupted. AoE stun. The trade-off, though, of casting spells is that I can't do melee. Melee is my big damage vehicle. So I kind of don't want to cast spells unless it's strictly to heal. We're going to do Promise Renewal, get that queued up. We're going to recover those, so it's going to help us bring our mana back up, so to keep us topped off throughout all of this. Little shit was life leeching. We got 4 seconds on it. We're at 50% health. We'll be totally fine. I bashed it so it stopped casting its spell. Oh shit. This is not going to be good. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. Worst comes to worst, we can feign death. I'd like to just keep casting on it, but I need to save it now just for health. This little shit. It's almost out of mana, which is good. I don't know what these guys and their mana. They're almost... This other one's out of mana. The other one's still got stuff to cast on me, which is fine. It's pretty low level. Alright, that's my last one that I can do for quite a bit now. Once I kill him, I can swap back to Berserker Stance to kill the others. Oh shit, of course my resists are dropping right now. That's going to very much increase the damage I take. Not good. My Harm Touch and Reaving... Or, I'm sorry, my Reaving Strike scales off my total max hit points. So if my buffs fall off, I start to do less damage too. Which is not ideal. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, come on. Oh no. I might have to reset this. I don't think I'll be able to do 16% damage. It didn't work. Oh god. Oh, Anakin, we're going down. It's okay. We don't lose that XP, so it doesn't matter. So we will. And you can choose, rather than going back to your bind point, my bind point happens to be in lower Guck. But I can choose for my bind, or I can choose to just resurrect at the front of the instance, which is really nice. You can if you want, man. If you're bored, Pwn, you can come down here, Pwn Daddy. We can. I'm not going to D4. I was down here last night with Midge and Yavi, and I was explaining on chat. I was like, playing with these two fucking idiots is like playing with two Muppets, because they're just like running around from room to room, gathering every single fucking thing. And it's so impossible to keep track of them while also managing a chat. They're meth heads for sure. I mean, I still think that the community is still quite strong in this game, especially. Are you coming down, Hangslow? Do you want to come down? We can move up to D3. I don't think I got anything. I mean, I got Retribution. Banishment is 446 to 468. Retribution is 370. I mean, I could have been using Earthquake there, but I don't really like using point blank AEs because they're not that strong for my character. Let me go refill my water bottle. Are you coming down, Hangzo? Are you coming down, Pwn? Okay, you're recalling in. I'm heading that way. Okay, cool. I'll invite you both. Bonbons. I'll gather a party on you two if you want. Calort poor. So here's another cool, fun quality of life thing. The game has gather party. So I can press this button. It is a 6-hour reuse, but I can bring my entire party to wherever I am, or they can bring me to where they are. And it's also like, let's say 3 of us are here, but one of us is missing. I can use it. The other people press no. They don't go on recast, but the person who received it and the person who cast it does. Look at your terrible looking classic XR. Lucklin XRs are very good. Some of the it's one of the few, like, classic dwarves are better. Classic gnomes, dwarves, halflings are all better for sure. And you know how much I don't like small races. No, that wasn't even in classic EQ. Lucklin Vashir, well, obviously great. Classic barbarians are way better than Lucklin barbarians. Lucklin ogres are better than classic ogres. Classic trolls are better than Lucklin trolls, I think. All of the elves are better in classic. Humans are okay in both, actually. You wouldn't even know how, Pone. You're in Ithul? Okay. We'll accept the invite, Hanks, and we'll get you in here. Alright, I'm gonna bring Hangslow in. I've got buffs, so I'll buff all of us when we get here. Let me refill my water bottle, and I'll be right back. There's one that would teleport you, Zen, so it would teleport me and say to, like, oh my god, dude, what the fuck? Hangslow warned me when the most disgusting creature I've ever seen enters the game world. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at those. I always forget about the troll. The troll, I still think though is best looking in classic. I mean, classic models are so haggard, but they're so good too at the same time. Let me fill this up with water real quick and we'll get going, and I'll buff all of us. So 1 sec. Oh. Pone is 46. You're 36. So we should stay in D2 then. D3 I think will be way too hard. Incredible sexual tension. What's the hide UI button? It's on Alt Z. I'm gonna go. So I'm a high elf, but we all know dark elves look just way cooler and everything. There we go. Let me refill this with water. Oh shit, I need to cast all my goddamn. Ah, there's permanents too, I gotta recast. Of course, then. So, what they also added in, I'm going to go ahead and cast these. Where's our, okay. So I'll quick buff. So now everyone's got my buffs. Pone doesn't have any. You can use your ranger buffs if you want. Hangs low. So, what I've also got though, if you were a caster before, you remember minor shielding, stuff like that. Okay, cool. This time around, there are permanent buffs. So, Yalp, which used to just be a self buff, it is still a self buff, but it's permanent. So I never have to recast it, which is really nice. So combat innates will do vampiric embrace and scream of death are the same, but one's AoE. Vision, shadow sight. If I cast that on myself, cast my Yalp, stat buffs attack, Grim Aura, cast shadow sight. I don't need it, but I like how it looks. Aura. There's another permanent I've got. Can I search through here for permanents? That'd be really handy. There's another armor class buff that is a permanent. Maybe I'm full of the poop. Thanks, Bo Daddy. Oh shit. Should be Guard of V. Beneficial Guard of V. Nope, can't think of where it is. Doesn't matter. We'll just go. Guard of V and we'll get going. Now we just get to kill our way down there. So again, like this over here, I can choose this check mark, which will loot the item. I can choose this button right here, which sells it, or I can press this button that sends it into my storage. I can just press this button though and sell everything, so it's way easier. Dude, I thought bonbons died right there. That scared me. So you don't have to worry about your backpack filling up with a bunch of crap while you're playing, which is just really nice. Huge quality of life. Huge quality of life. Like my character has 3,100 platinum, but actually has way more, right? 300 more right here. It just, and 40 more, 4 more, just cascades down. Because all I'm doing is selling it. Oh shit, I forgot to swap my spells. Load default. Now the nice thing too about that promise renewal, that spell that heals me pretty much to full, is that it makes healing in a group way easier. Before that, you had to kind of just like keep casting these fucking heal spells over and over and over and over and over, and I don't have to do that anymore. Pretty much you can just reliably see, okay, Hangslow's getting low, click him, cast promise renewal, and I'm good to go. And I can switch into divine. And if I spend what is 487 total mana, well, 133. Well, no, I'm sorry, it's 100% because I'm not on a double wisdom class. 483 points of health will then go out to the lowest health person. It can be me, it can be anyone. No, you can't do the. You can in classic EQ, but I don't know if you can in this. Oh, magicians get a gather party thing. It's an actual, you have to make it. You have to make a little pet pack thing. So we'll use promise renewal. I'm gonna set you, Hangslow. You will now be the Hangslow roll. You are main tank. And over here we set to group tanks target. Oh, no. Oh, this is group tank target. There we go. This will ensure that anything that he attacks, I attack. I was going to say, otherwise, Pwn, you go to L, you go to macros, and in here, I think you could probably find it. Or you make one. I don't think you can pull it off of here. Oh, you can. You just pull it off there. You can see though, this is why the difficulties exist, right? Like, it's pretty easy for us to kind of like buzz through this stuff. A little bit better, I think. Any other questions? Because there's a big thing that I haven't talked about, and it's you're setting up your trio. I think trios are the biggest benefit, and also, oh shit, we got a big pull, big pull. So class leveling works, the whole trio levels at the same rate. But let's say, you know, right now I'm a 44 Cleric, Shadow Knight, Berserker. If I swap over to Cleric, Shadow Knight, Bard, well, my Bard is level 0. So, well, level 10 is the lowest level you can be after you establish your trio. So what happens then is that the whole trio goes back to the lowest level. So, let me bring this up. A further example is my current loadouts, everything's 44 is the highest. Well, I have a Ranger that's 36 or a Necromancer that's 36. So I could go Cleric, Berserker, Ranger, and I would be level 36 because Ranger is the lowest of the 3 classes. You're set to whatever the lowest of the classes are. Does that make sense? Look at us dealing with this like a bunch of bros. Does your pet have a short sword of Akisha? Every day, oh, this fucking guy. This fucking guy stole our lord, dude. I cleared all the way over to him. And then killed the lord. 2 of them, damn. Shields multi-class thing? What do you mean? That's the point of this, Zen, that's the point of this server. Is that you are trios. You're a trio class. You're not just a single class. This motherfucking dude look, the Ghoul Lord was right here in his Ghoul Lord throne. Now he is dead. You're in ranch territory. Well, let's go kill the Weeping Hand or whatever the fuck this thing's called. It's not really a thing anymore. Had we been there, we could have just invited that guy to the group. Loot is instanced, Zentech. So it's personal loot. We all have a chance to get a crack at his loot table. So if someone's camping something, you just invite them. And then it might even be like, hey, let's say someone's over here camping the... Does this guy drop a sword? No, the Shin Lord drops a sword. let's just say he drops his the skull shaped bar boot, which I have on, for this thing. Is this a head item? It is. I didn't know that. The scalp with Ghoul Lord. What does it do? What's the warn effect here? Increases your faction with frog looks of Guck by 250. So I can remove that. That's pretty cool. Oh, I can't actually. Never mind. I thought I could because it's part of the +2. But oh. You just say, hey, I'm looking for the skull-shaped bar boot, and someone can say, oh, I'm looking for the scalp. Well, you both kill it, and let's say you both drop a scalp. You only can trade an item once, and then it becomes no drop. So this, for example, I looted this. Oh, it's still no trade? Maybe it's always no trade, I just didn't know. But this one, for example, it says Lord equipped attunable. So this guy, for example, we can just invite him in. This seems something which could be interesting. How is the learning curve for this? The learning curve is in the clunk of the UI, sense heresy. This is definitely a game that has here for PvP. Look at your fucking shoes, Chris. Look at your shoes. What the fuck are these? Look at the laces. This someone handcrafted this PNG for this fucking graphic. Was like, yeah, that's it. It's very solo friendly, heresy. There's no once you kind of understand the inertia of the UI, which is quick to get now. The modern UI is a little bit easier. Boots came from the starting. Are those the starting boots still? Oh, this guy didn't even spawn with a dual class. How kind of fucking shit is this? The game is pretty easy to grasp. The game is also going on 30 years old, right? It's 27 years old. So it's very easy to just look anything up and you'll find current information for things. The stuff that you probably won't know are like where to go to hunt, what quests to do for your class, but it's still very, very accessible. If you would like to level your bard class, you need to go to a lower level area, and would you need to change your gear? No, you don't need to change your gear. What do you have in your head? Do you want this SSB? I have a +7 one. Or what do you have? Hangs? So I can give him that SSB. I only can do it once. And now he can wear that if he so wishes. So yeah, if I switch to bar JW, I need to go to a level 10 area, which people just go to back to Befallen. Who the fuck is this? Oh, I think to the left. But my gear in this game, gear in EverQuest is not level dependent. Most of the time. There are some things that are, but that's more in the later portions of the game. But all these items, as long as it says, let's look at this one. This says class and race all. Everyone can use it. So no matter what is in my trio, I can use it. As long as one thing is in my trio, I can use it. So this says cleric, druid, bard, shaman. Well, I'm a cleric, so I can use these. If I was not a cleric, I would not be able to use these. God damn it. I'm over here with a mission to get to level 46, so we're gonna do planes. And Chris is like, I'm gonna go pull everything from Frenzy to here. We're probably gonna die. What are you right now, Hangslow? Hangslow is a Paladin Ranger Berserker. Bonbons is a Shadow Knight Wizard something. So he's gonna go grab a crap ton of creatures and bring them over here. And because they've attacked him, no one can steal them from him. He's a Shadow Knight Monk Wizard, which is very strong. Oh no, I fell. Oh, I did it again. Oh my god, that's gonna be a gnarly pull. Did you feign death? Where is he? Oh, he's back here. Shit. Oh, almost happened again. Yes, you can. Hang in there, Hangslow. Hang in there, Hangslow. Are you in evasive stance right now? Did I actually let me just fucking cast Divine Aura? No, I didn't. No, Hangslow, no. Okay. All right, Hangslow, you have got Promise Renewal on. Go crazy. Yes, you can be Bard, Shaman, Enchanter, and it's actually not bad because Enchanter is really strong. If you enchant something that's got a like trio, then you take like if this was a so this is a Warrior Wizard. So if I enchant it and charm it, then I have a Warrior Wizard at my beck and call, and they're really strong. Are you guys AoEing down? Man, Wizard's AoEs are pretty cool. That was sick. I thought we were for sure gonna die there. I was like, dude, we're going down. We're going down. See, this is another reason that I'm really considering Cleric in my build, because having Promise Renewal for group healing is so strong. Because it's really hard to kind of get someone to stabilize using the conventional method of casting Superior Healing over and over and over and over. Just being able to, man, you know, it'd be cool to do Spellblade and do my AoEs. Just being able to cast like, hey, that big heal's going off, do whatever you can to stay alive. Like right now I just casted it. I'm gonna wait. Am I almost done? Oh, I'm rooted. Blessing. And it's gonna heal me to full. You know what I should do, Pone, at the very end of the video that I do on this tomorrow, is put an ad for Ram Ranch Cowboys. And hey, you know what? If you find yourself looking for a guild to join, come on down to the ranch. The Ram Ranch is always looking for new cowboys, and then just have like 3 cowboys, no shirts, holding like a like a jacket, like the hook finger hold like that over the shoulder. Then like add them like a sound effect. Ram Ranch Cowboys. So we've talked about this. I'm still comparing the classes from what I know from 20 years ago. We'll need to do research first. The only reason we wanted a cleric was for the resurrections. So you don't lose experience for dying this time around. There is an EQL wiki. This is not 100% up to date, but Zentek, you can get a good idea from this. The biggest problem with playing EQL is trying to determine, thanks Papa, is trying to determine, are you going to re-roll bonbons and just try something else, or are you just going to just give them that to get it to me? Is trying to determine if you, like what trio you want. And that's going to change every day. If you could see our Discord chat, it's like, do some planar stuff with us this weekend. It doesn't need to be intensive. I just want to go to the plains and see what it's like for this, mainly for the video. But I also want to get this guy to 50 so I can test 1 or 2 other trios real quick to see how they play, so that I don't play during the open beta. I don't really want to play during that. I want to save my name and then just let it go. I'll like watch the patch notes, but that's it probably. But every day we're like, you know, I think I'm gonna do Paladin. I was pretty dead set on Paladin, Shaman, Berserker. But then I got my cleric to 39. I got promised renewal, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I kind of want to do Paladin, Cleric, Shaman now, or a Paladin, Cleric, Berserker now. But you know, I'm really kind of interested in Paladin, Shaman, Bards. Like I have gone through so many mental like things on this, and it's a pain in the ass. Bonbons, no! Don't worry, it's gonna heal you. It's gonna heal you. Just have faith. It's gonna heal you, right? Actually, I have to manually heal him. Not gonna heal him. It went off that time. Oh shit. Cool down. Oh. I don't have a promise to roll up for your hangs low. Coming. Coming. It's coming. Stop. There you go. Oh my god, that seems gonna cast Chloroplast. Chloroplast is a very good regeneration. Recover. We're cleaning it up. We're cleaning it up. I mean, if we do the polls like this, if I swap my Spellblade to my AoE ability, we probably, I think if we, oh shit. Damn it, I cast it on myself. I meant to try to click bonbons. I gotta start using F1, 2, 3, 4. That's a pain in the ass. Damn it, I wasted that cast. Sorry, bonbons. I'm gonna keep chipping away at the other crap. If I switch my Spellblade to my AoE, maybe we'd be better shape. Like if we all did that. Give me 1 sec, Zen. I'll read that in a 2 shakes of a lamb's pussy. Grotto Saggins, how are you, dude? The Oblivion avatar. Where is this fucking thing? That's over here. Here you go, hangs low. There it is. Same era, you know, same era of just like games. Cool, another bullshit butter boot. Install that. We got 10% from that. They give us like 0.5 to 0.9 a kill. How much am I far away from this? Okay, so what if I put this in, it gives me 13. Why 13? Is it 10 for one and then plus one for each level? What's the rate that works at? I don't remember. Well, this is gonna give me a shit ton of money. I don't know why I'm selling a whole lot of these. So if you destroy anything, it sells it. So if it's like, oh, I forgot to press sell on this thing, I can click right here, destroy. And it gave me 583 platinum. Hansel says, I think I'll go wizard as well if I see Pwn pull this way during live. It's so much more fun. It's just scary. Direct damage. What is magic? Okay, so the blue ones are any of these meant for... What's the difference between earthquake? Causes around tremble around you, causing 246 and 246 to up to 8 nearby enemies. I don't know the difference. Evocation. 56. Oh, it's way more mana. Good lord. Yes. Both Yavi and yeah, Yavi's for sure Bard, and what's his name? Midge is doing Rogue, Bard, Paladin, I think. That's a big thing, is if you're a rogue, you can put poisons on your weapons, and the poisons will like life tap and stuff like that. So there's a lot of really cool mechanics that are built into all the new classes. Rogues have, or bards have melody, but bards also have this auto twisting, so you can have like 9 songs up at once. A hypothetical question: with a trio of a necromancer, mage, and enchanter, can I have 3 summon pets running on it? I'll be limited to 1 pet only. That'll be an awesome. I believe it's only 1 pet, right, Hangslow? But your pet will have more inventory slots. In fact, with Necro, Magician, Enchanter, I think you have like the max. In one of these things, it says something about pets. And on that pet tracking, pet inventory. There's a summon companion. There's an article in here about pets and their inventories. And pet inventory scales off of the amount of pet classes that you've got. It can be an acapella group, yes. Guys, if you're watching over there on Twitch and you have a Prime sub you've not yet used this month, please do use it on me. It helps me out quite a bit. I should be switching over to my innate. I'm using the single target innate, but there is a AoE innate. Oh, I can't use... So there is a rule. What's the rule for Spellblade? Says the first spell says 40% of the mana cost is paid as a mana and 20% as endurance. Spell must have a reuse time that is less than or equal to its cast time. So the reuse time is 9 seconds. The cast time is 4.6. So this won't qualify. I have to use... I think Word of Souls. Cast time is 4.6, reuse is 9. Okay, so I can't use either of these. What is it? The reuse time less than or equal to its cast time. So yeah, I can't use any of those. Damn. Isn't everything in the hole considered summoned? By the way, asking my friends that know. You can be your own barbershop quartet, Jay. Oh, it's gonna come. We're all gonna come. Yeah, all those elementals are summoned for sure. Oh, what the fuck was that? I think I want Paladin for sure. I want to do a Barbarian race because I think Barbarians are really cool looking. Paladin, I'm pretty sure is it's not the primary because a Barbarian cannot be a Paladin. Barbarians can be warriors, shamans, berserkers, rogues. They can't be rangers. They can't be clerics. You usually either can be a cleric or a shaman. That's like the difference. Or a druid. Beast Lord. That's the other one. Is Beast Lord. Thank you, Hippo. Beast Lord is the other one. Hippo, you're in our Discord, right? Did we get you in the Discord? Yeah, good. Yes. Help us find more of the cool people from Not Safe for Work. Help us get Eliana. So I would have to choose one of those if I want to be a barbarian race, unless I chose a high elf paladin and I did this this achievement before I got level 11, which I don't think it's that hard. Someone showed, there's a YouTube video and I got to watch the YouTube video, but it might actually be pretty achievable. You have to just turn in a bunch of meat. So I probably can start and get a bunch of meat and then go turn this in. But if that's a doable, I'd have to take a look again. I can theoretically start it whatever I want. Paladin could be my primary. Don't know if I want it to be. I think Berserker or Shaman would have to be my primary if I'm going to start as a Barbarian. Shaman, I'm not 100% set on. I was, but now that I look at it more and more and more, Shaman stops being as cool to me as I get more and more gear. And it's not hard to gear up in this game. You just kind of have to play. So can Barbarians be monks? Hundo? Hundo sounds familiar. Who's Hundo? Where's Hundo? Wait, is Hundo here? Where's Hundo? Hondo. I asked him. It was Hondo. It was Hondo, not Hundo. Honcho, head honcho. I asked Falstaff, that one guy that we knew. I pulled way too much. No, you didn't pull. You didn't pull enough, dude. You didn't pull enough. I already got you. It's on you. It's on you. Promise renewal is ticking away, baby. Oh, so Hundo is not him. It's Hondo. It's Hondo, right? As long as we just stick on Hangslow's target, we'll be good. Oh my god, you got the jack off hand too. Wave of enfeeblement. So you don't. There's even before that. There's an ability called /melody. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Heal him! Heal him! Heal him! I don't think Promise Renewal is gonna be able to get off in time. Get him up, get him up. Lay on hands, lay on hands. Oh no. Oh no. I wasted that. That's not good. Not looking good, Bob. If I don't... Oh no. Oh shit, I should call the premise renewal first. It's all on you, Betty. It's all on you, Hangslow. Oh no. Hangslow, you're gonna die. Oh no. Oh god, they're coming right for me. They're coming for me. Oh shit. I fell in the trap. I was slain. Yeah, so you can slash. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal, Pwn. You can type in slash melody, Kier. That's like a default thing. So let's say your first 4 spell gems are songs. You type in melody 1, 2, 3, 4. So your character will always play 1, 2, 3, and 4 in sequence. But now they get an auto twist. It's an advanced, it's an AA or something like that, and that allows them to do a lot more. No, you don't lose experience. I can resurrect you, Hangslow, if you want, but you don't lose experience. Oh, okay. Yeah, dude, I heard about that. Do we? Oh, hey, remember when you guys said it should tell you enemies has forgotten you? It does. Your enemies have forgotten you in the lower left. Do we know what happened to Boudica? Like, yeah, that's Hippo. It's Hippolyta. Incoming. Get people. Do not get Raceland. That guy can fucking stay where he is. Fucking son of a bitch. Every time I look at chat, I walk right into it. You know, we theorized that was the issue. Holy shit. Oh, that's so funny. I will let you in on a little secret about her. The Ram Ranch guys, like, I don't even know how to call us. Like, you, Pwn, Pyro, myself, and Yavi, we used to keep her at like 2%. We were like, we don't want to hear that. She was always so mean. Oh shit. Dude, see, there's just something about the palpable drama of MMOs that is always so funny. Because it's usually the same age bracket that plays MMOs. Like, let's not beat off on each other's bush. I know what I said. It's usually some form of millennial, you know? Gen Z ain't dropping in MMOs hot. And if they do, they're very far and few between, right? And it's always really funny because it's like, as mature as these people probably are in their real world lives, the maturity always falls out the window. There's some that just brings you back to like a high school, middle school level of drama when you play an MMO. And I don't know what it is. I do not know what it is. He's bad, but you're right. He's not that bad. Thanks for slogging through this today with me, guys. I've been trying to get to 46 so I can go play in the plains a little bit. And kind of I just really want to see what that's like. Before this comes live. We only got about 30, 40 people watching, so I appreciate you guys kind of dealing with something that's a little bit older. Not something we typically cover on the channel. I think in general, though, people seem to really... I think people are enjoying this. I think it's surprising that the search volume for this is actually pretty huge. People are genuinely very interested in this game. Oh, shit. I always forget I have invisibility on dead. I could come help. I have an extra SSB. If we get another one, I'll give it to you, Hangs. I'm going to use it for my video, though. In case you see it in the video and go, why is he not giving me this +3 SSB? So I want to be able to show, like, hey, look at this weapon, this item that we all know, and use that to show off, like, how the itemization in the game works. What's cool, too, is you have this thing called a keyring, or it's called storage now, but I can put extra augmentations into here. I can put equipment into here that I've used, like, that I really, it's bound, as long as it's bound to me, it can go into here. So, and I can directly improve the things in here without them being in my bag. So this thick banded belt, I don't need to, I can pull it out if I want, but I can just improve it, too, directly through that menu. So it saves me a lot of bag space. Fucking watch Bonbon sprint through here. Fucking 90 things trailing behind him. Where did you go? Oh, you're up here. How did you get through everything? Where's Hangslow? Look at some bomb. Dude, I can't wait for you to be a Froglock. If you guys don't know what Froglocks look like, the actual player characters, if they have a plate helmet on, they get like a little, like, they get like a feather in their plate helmet. They're really cool looking. Non sequitur, pivot. What chair is everyone using right now? I'm using a Herman Miller Embody. I don't know if I like it very much anymore. I've been using it for 2-3 years now. It kind of forces me a little more forward than I want to be. And I was thinking of the Haworth, whatever the hell, Fern. Give me your experiences, people that have chairs, gaming chairs. Let me know. I used to have a Secret Lab Titan, actually over there. So it's where I paint in now. And it's not a bad chair either, but I don't like the leather chairs. Yeah, mine's fabric. Mine's fabric too. I kind of miss my Secret Lab chair. I think I was attributing issues with like my body to the Secret Labs chair when I think it was just me being lazy. There are times where I want to just switch back to it permanently, but I kind of want one of the newer ones. It's from 2020. The newer ones have kind of an interesting, have like a better foam. I like the seat on the Secret Lab chair. It's big. It's like platformy. I like it a lot. Yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of like the rollerblade wheels on desk chairs. It's just so nice. I reached out to Secret Lab when I first got started about a gaming chair. I was like, hey, I'll do a video if you guys give me one. They're like, no, you're too small. I think I was like 20K at the time. I kind of want to reach out again and be like, hey, let me get that. Let me get that. They do have their new Atlas, which is like touted as like an ergonomic chair. Not bad, but I feel like I just kind of would want to get another just standard edition Titan. They have like a lot of cool skins for them now. I kind of want a fucking desk too. The Secret Lab desk is really cool. I like the biggest thing is I like the cable management of it. Oh, you got a dude. Someone give me a second cloak of flames. Bonbons. I have an uplift. This is an uplift for standing desk right now, and I do like it as just a straight up desk. I think it's great, but I like the channel in the back of the Secret Lab standing desk. That is basically like a little panel. You open it up, drop all the cables in, and drop it down. Because right where that channel is, I have all the cables for my monitor, my speakers, my XLR for this, for my Stream Deck, for my Xenon Edge, for my webcam, for my Scarlett 101 or 101. It's all right there. If I could just have all of it just go, whoop, it would disappear, and I'd love that. You should, dude. You should. It's great. You know why you should, Pwn? Because you already have great energy when you stream sitting. Having energy, having a standing desk completely changes your streaming energy. Like, I'm chilling right now. We're just kind of having fun, but it would be so fun because you would just be bouncing around. You would have a great time. If you put a walking tread. Okay, what I'll tell you about walking treadmills is it's really expensive. You can buy one, then it's cheap, but it's going to sound and feel cheap. And every time you use it on stream, you're going to hear it as it kind of goes through its thing. They break down very fast. You have to put good money into them, like $400, which isn't terrible. You can just write it off, right? But it's still a consideration. In fact, we've been sitting for about an hour and a half. Back to standing. This is the tit can. Welcome to the standing side of the show again. Oh man, I've got to kill Archmagus. Oh shit, I'm on you. Your promise renewal is down. See, this is kind of why I think that we need a cleric, someone who has cleric in their makeup. I think Yavi is going to have cleric, but look how powerful that promise renewal is. Like, I know there's a lot of overlap between a paladin and a cleric, but there's also just enough difference. Like, paladin gets a personal haste in EQL, which is lovely. Boring. Promise renewal at 39, that just means that while we're playing and going through content, if I heal the group, it's just so much easier to pop one of those off. What's SMR? Link it. Spell haste 2. That's sexual. Oh, shining. So what he's going to do is, you see how this has a focus exaltation? He can pull it off. And so that he gets spell haste, reduces the cast time of spells by 15%. Oh my God. I want that now. That's going to be so cool. So then I can put that in whatever I want. I could put it in this Rubicite breastplate if I want, because it has all these empty slots. An example again would be this eye patch. I put this guy's the Deceiver, which is not natively in the which is not natively in this mask. So boom, there we go. God, you guys both got one? I got the fucking leggings, the silver silk leggings. Shit on. Look at that troll with a fucking robe on. I like how it feels. Feels great on my body. It feels like wearing nothing at all. The way that, baby, the way that robe hugs your body, you're ready for the galley, you're ready for the ball. You're the belle of the ball. Does it have loot on it? And I think again, like, so I've got all these pearls. Let's just break it because some spells require pearls. Let's just say 10 of these. Actually, I'm going to say 5 because I'm going to use some for the video. You can take all 5 of these, go over here, press destroy, and it sells them for me. So 16 platinum. So you never run out of bag space, which is really nice, right? Like in the past, you're like, I need these bags because they reduce weight. I have a bunch of my parcel after to go pick up actually. I need all these backpacks. You actually just don't kind of need them at all. You can just sell trash as fast as you want, which is really cool. How many AAs do I have? 6. What else do I want? I don't know if Turn Undead is any good. I do want to get Burst of Power to see how this is. 46. I want to get, so, oh, okay. So link it again. I think I know why. So here's the tricky thing about this situation. So if I could probably scroll and find it. Okay, so these robes are Necromancer, Wizard, Magician, Enchanter. Oh, yeah, you should be able to. Okay, so what you need to do, though, is the item you're putting it into has to reflect the same thing. So put it into your Brell's girdle. See if it can go into a Brell's girdle. I don't know what the rules are for focus effects. Oh, it has to go into a chest, I think, actually. If you have an any slot that has it. So basically the exaltation has to go into an item that can use it. It has to be that is also like a wizard. So it has to have these classes that you can use. Since you're a wizard, it needs to have wizard. So anything that you can use that is a chess piece that has wizard, put it in your any slot or put it in your main slot. Obviously, it's not going to be this. I think it has to be chest, yes. I don't... Does this say it has to be chest? Yeah, this has to be in a primary, yeah. Yeah, it can go to any slot. Just, honestly, here. Take this. Put that in your any slot. I mean, it's got saves on it, so that's kind of nice. Or you could, either one, you could actually just straight up use that, you plus 5'd it. Yeah, I mean, use the intelligence and just put it in your any slot. Might as well until you find something else. So that's kind of a tricky thing, is that the augmentations and all the exaltations, they have to have like class uses, in the sense that you can only put something. I'd say put it in. Oh, did it work? It's a waste slot. If it works, but I don't think it can. Oh, so you put it in your any and it worked? Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. See what you did. Dude, what? Look at that fucking SSB on it. I forgot the troll helmet was really cool. The barbarian plate helmet's really cool too. Oh god. That's why I want to go barbarian. Barbarian looks good in all armor. Elrath, what's up, man? Especially like their leather armor. They get a cool polar bear head. That's fucking cool. Their chain armor's cool. Their plate armor's awesome. So it's like a win-win. I said max steadfast. It's kind of boring. Hey, look at all that. Oh, the short of Yakisha. Now, can I pull that combat effect off? I don't know what that combat effect is. Yeah, that's definitely very nice, man. So who is lowest? So I'm going to go into Divine. I'm going to cast my... just a superior healing. That's going to heal Bonbons and me. Yeah, I love Divine. Divine's a really cool concept too. That's kind of why I think Paladin Shaman or Paladin Cleric is going to be really good too, because I'll heal for 133% to someone else. Although dual wielding seems really fun. That's kind of why I'm a little jammed up on it. What does this do? Stunning the opponent, causing 75 damage. That's pretty cool. Yeah, definitely. Is there my... Man, we need a Cloak of Flames? I messaged him for you, hangs low. We'll see if he says yes. Because what I'll do is, I'll take the Executioner's Axe. I'm just... Huh? So what we'll do is... let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, I should probably rebuff us. Create item. Weapon. Hammer of whatever the fuck. Requital. I don't know why this won't work, though. Take off the Wicked Saleh. Take off this. Put on the short sword of Yakisha. Yeah, it's fine. So it goes on him. So that way he can help me stun things. That's like kind of the benefit, I guess, of the pet. This. I don't see both on them, though. I put two. My pet. Is it just a visual bug? Oh, there we go. I fixed it. So we could swap our difficulty midway through right now. It'll probably be way harder in 3, but it's kind of fun to spice things up every so often, right? Do I put us to 3 or keep us at 2? Kind of buzzing through. Should have about 20 minutes. Fuck it. Let's just do it. 4, though, the jump from 2 to 3 is hard. I remember out of combat in a group. Okay. Pick. The jump from 2 to 3 is hard. Who's in combat? Oh, Hangsel is. Three, 2, 1, and oh, you're good. Don't worry about it, man. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I thought we were all right there. So now we'll swap over to pick 3, the difficulty 3, which is going to be a lot harder. A lot harder. Because now things will more commonly have double class, meaning they're going to have more health. They're going to do more damage. Already they're going to do more damage because they're in pick 3 or difficulty 3, but they'll also have just way more abilities. Like any kind you've seen before, any kind of caster just fucking keeps casting on us. Oh my god, Jesus, look at that thing, dude. I'm over here in the bosoms. Shield of Words. What is this? Holy Guard increasing their armor class. So what Cleric does get, which is really cool, is down here at 50, I think it is. Ward of the Divine. Places the Ward of Retribution around your body. This war, oh, is it self only? Well, it does a lot of damage. There we go. I love that. A mesh cape. So we got about an hour left here on stream. We're just kind of making our way through this stuff. How, like, now that we've played this a little bit more, you guys see a little bit more. Oh, we should probably just do that, yeah. Well, in a video that explains this, there's so many fun details to go into, but I'm trying to think of how to express these details without being overwhelming and not there being too much. Like, some things maybe just aren't worth going into for someone who just doesn't really know enough about EverQuest. Got him, invisibility versus undead. what do you guys think are the things, like the non-negotiable things that I need to tell people about this experience? I think the class system, the item system, the way dungeon difficulty works. Where did you guys go here? How did you guys get through this shit? Did you just like skirt through? Okay, cool. You did. Oh, nope, I pulled it. Great. Okay, cool. No, you pulled it. We pulled it? Who pulled it? I pulled it? Who's the puller today? Yeah, I don't know how you get through that area without pulling everything. I don't know how you guys did that. You guys know this fucking area way better than me. I'm sorry. You know where we're killing. Just had something knock on my door. I gotta check that real quick. Okay, we'll be right back. Oh. Okay, where are they? Oh, they went into this side. I dropped down, so you guys I think are... Ooh. Oh man, John, that's cool as fuck, dude. You'll love this, man. You're gonna have a great time when this comes out. Are you gonna be jumping in? Or do you even know what this is? We ought to like this 6 in the City Girls. How do we get back to the Executioner from here? You wanna go to Executioner? Let's go. Let's do it. I don't know how to get there. Why do you have the... Oh, it's the main assist thing on. I'm like, I'll bring it here. Oh. God damn it. Just fuck go. I'll kill this shit in the meantime because it's just going to pull on us. Oh my god. Looking like another death. My fucking pet's dead. I'll go grab him. I'll bring him here. I love it. Things I think has promise renewal on. So I'm not really worried about him. You're good, okay. So this is called EverQuest Legends. EverQuest Legends is you get to combine 3 classes as your class. So right now, I am playing a Cleric, a Shadow Knight, and a Berserker. Bonbons here is a Wizard, Shadow Knight, and Monk. Hangs Low is a Paladin Berserker Ranger. So it's based off of THJ, the Hero's Journey, which was a free EverQuest server that came out, and that is now defunct. It's been shut down because they had kind of been planning something like this. This is supposedly coming to, this is a WoW Classic Plus, I believe, is what this is going to be too, right? That's supposedly coming. So we go through here, right? Look at me just buzzsaw these people. Just. There was a breast slider, I remember that. It's called EverCrack for a long time. My troll needs that. Dude, your troll needs nothing. Troll needs to chill is what the troll needs. So that warrior cleric is going to heal. So Hangslow and Pone, you can make custom instances. You can make single or like solo instances. We all knew that. Erudite Necromancer, hell yeah, dude, that's awesome. So we all knew about the solo instances, but you can also make those solo instances not respawn. So you can clear the solo instance at your own pace and not worry about backspawn. But if you log off, it will not reset for like a certain period of time. Not like a day, but like a couple hours. So if you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to dinner, you can come back and just keep going through it, which I really fucking love. This is just really it's a really well catered experience to people that I think just don't have the time to play. Yeah, I want to go to Plane of Fear. I want to get the Shadow Knight armor. Valorium is red, right? The Paladin, or I'm sorry, Valorium is yellow, right? The Paladin stuff. And the Shadow Knight stuff is like, isn't it like a dark blue? Almost purplish. Light blue is Valorium. Okay. Oh, greenish gray. Well, that's not as cool. Fuck. I thought it was like red or green or some shit, or red or blue. I might be thinking of green mist armor is different. Remember, that's really good. Or whatever the XR Shadow Knight armor is. The green plate armor from isn't it Plane of Nature? Jedi armor. I'm almost 45. The experience is not that much better, though. It's supposed to be 10% more experience gained per difficulty you go into. The very bottom, you can't see it, but I got 0.6 for the last thing, 0.3 for that one we just killed. Are there replay timers on things like raid bosses, so you can only do them once a week? No, there are not. Correct, Hangslow? Once a day, that's it, that's it. I just knew it wasn't once a week. Once a day per difficulty, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty, because you could technically, you know, you could take something, you go get an item, it drops it at +0 or +1. I mean, you can, items can drop. The difficulty basically determines the base level. 0 is 0 or 1, 2 is 2 or 3, 3 is 3 or 4, 4 is 4 or 5, commonly. But you can have a +7 drop in a D4, and even in a D0, this has a lower percentage chance. So you can get, like, let's say hypothetically though, you go through D0, 1, 2, 3, 4. You could get that many versions of the item and just combine them up for a stronger item, which is kind of cool, right? And all in one day, if you're dedicated enough to want to do it. Let's switch to Divine. Yeah, I think Paladin Cleric is what I'm going to do. That's so sick. Yeah, we go from 3.3 to 4. It's kind of crazy how like accessible stuff like haste is now. Shit, where's Hangslow? He's right behind me. Oh, I don't have my pet. I lost my, oh, sorry, I lost my pet in that big pole. This is kind of, again, so like I said before, we have these little motes right here. Eventually we'll be able to infuse, you can infuse those motes into items and increase the item's level. But eventually we will be able to put those into into spells. So that will allow scaling of spells to be a little bit better. I don't know quite exactly how it'll work for pets though, and that's a big like kind of question mark a lot of people are having. Aaron Shorts, a single player take on a lot of non-old game. That's the one that's it's all single player and like everything's AI, right? Not AI as an AI, but like all the NPCs are all the characters are NPCs. Is what I mean. I mean, it sounds like a cool concept, but I play a lot of MMOs, so I would rather just play the MMO. It looks really cool though. Tell me more. Bonbons. No. There's also monsters and memories. A lot of people are excited for that. Our friend Yavi doesn't like it. Um, that's basically like monsters and magic or madness or memories or whatever the fuck it is basically just like just a redone EverQuest. Oh. You getting a big pull there, Bone Bonds? Yeah, he's for sure gonna have a big fucking pull, dude. Get back, Kingslow. You don't know me like that. Guys, smiled upon me. Multiple live streams this week. Bountiful Harvest. Ivy, good to see you again. Guys, again, if you're watching over on Twitch and you want to help support the channel, make sure you use your Prime sub on me. It does help me out quite a bit. Don't worry, that promise renewal is gonna go off. It's gonna go off. He'll be good. He'll be good. He'll be good. He'll be good. It's gonna go off, right? Oh my god, it didn't go off. What the fuck? Damn it. Our promise renewal already ready on. Hangs low. Going defensive stance. Damn it. Fuck. You know what? I don't think I actually cast the promise renewal on you. I think that was the problem. Because I was like, things should have gone off like 9 years ago. Is that a follower or is that a sub? That's a follower. Oh no. Oh no. No, don't do it. We'll be fine. 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 Oh, it was so close to going off. Ah. Thank you so much for watching. Is this these secrets though? That's the real question. Is this these secrets from EverQuest Legends or is it just secrets past username? Oh man, it's these secrets, guys. The world-renowned secrets is here. Love the guild name. I just love when a prolific figure from the community notices your name, Ramage Cowboys. 18 unclothed fraud locks in the basement at Gun Ranch. Oh man, that's an individual of culture. Good to see you, secrets. What would we call secrets if I were to say secrets is this person for EQL? Like, you usually run all the because you usually run the official streams, right? What am I doing? I'm buffing. That's what I'm doing. On occasion, I am goaded into it. But are you on the actual dev team? Or are you in the community side of things? Warner of Fancy, the famous bard, will make his appearance trolling evil players with desert giants. So Kanuko, you're going to join our guild. Sounds good. Wait. Is that our Hendo from NSFW right there? Technical director. Well, we have the TD of the EQL dev team is here, who's going to answer all of your gripping questions. Will Crushbone be filled with more Emperor Crushbone? Find out tonight at 9. Oh my! Oh! Just invite secrets into the guild? I mean, it's a worthy. You should feel like, oh my god. You're just turning people into unicorns now? What game is this? Beautiful. Level 18, easy target. Just can we initiate PvPs? Oh man, we're all the horses we've always wanted to be. Yes. Hondo, not Hendo. God damn it, man. It's more out in the yard of meeting GM Gizmo in game. How excited are you, Secrets? As someone who's actually on the dev team, are you excited for July 28th as a chance for you to kind of get a breather? Or are you excited for July 28th because you're like now, like how much do you play as someone who is in the back end developing? Because I know I've talked to plenty of developers and plenty of games and I've done all sorts of stuff with these. a lot of the times, like even if you're not an actual developer, yeah, so you're able to rarely play. Will this give you a chance to actually play? I hit 50 a few days ago. I'm going for my first solo 52. I'm trying to show off some of the plane stuff for the video I want to do on this. But does this give you a chance to free up and actually play? July 28th is your birthday. That's when this go live, dude. We did this for you. Kaneko, this is a stream for you, dude. What trio are you gonna go with, Secrets? As someone who has all the secrets, what's your preferred trio? You know what? I don't appreciate this half elf just staring at my horse ass right now. You know? Just find it rude, uncouth. This juicy horse booty I bring to the yard. My trio is likely going to be Warrior, Paladin, Shadow Knight. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at this. Horse war. Oh, so that's a good question, Secrets. Here is Ann here in my chat. He plays on Linux. Is there an intention for Linux support in the future? Will EQL be something that will be available on Steam in the future for just innate Steam Linux support? Can you even answer that question? Already runs on Proton, nothing else to say. Got it. Beneficial. Shrunk Scream of Death since we're pulling like madmen. Does that help, Kier? Because I don't know a damn thing. Oh, dude, I have always compared myself to that of a lion. And now I get to be a lion. Why am I not? You must stand up. Am I not standing up? Secrets, what did you do today on your lunch? Well, I went to this one streamer's game and I just turned him into any animal I could think of. Yeah, it's a standalone game, right? Come on, my pride, let's go kill frogs. Oh. It works on if but it means we can't attack stuff because it says you have to stand up, right? Mine does, at least. So why then are you running Warrior, Paladin, Shadow Knight? Is it just, hey, these are 3 classes I really enjoy? Is there an interaction that you specifically were seeking or wanted to go with? You should turn up your chat size so us elder millennials can read it. What do you mean my chat size? Oh. I'm upset that you used the term elder millennial. I mean, I can turn it up. You don't really... It doesn't matter because you can't see shit anyway. You don't be able to... Can you even read that? Tarzan sucks, said... I'm leaning towards Shadow Knight... Shadow Knight... wait, what? SK Berserker? Oh, Shadow Knight Shaman Berserker, probably. I'm going to use the pre-order beta as a testing for launch. Got too many A's, too much gear. So Paladin Shaman Berserker is what I was thinking about. No, the reason I'm having 3 tanks. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, Secrets. Secrets is just a sentient pair of Blades of Yakisha now. I want to play. See, that's the problem. Everything. Why can I not just play everything? I don't get it. I don't like it. I can't decide at all. Every single day, I'm like, oh, what the hell is that thing? I keep bouncing around to like, oh, I want to do Paladin Shaman Berserker. I want to do Paladin Cleric Berserker. I want to do Paladin Cleric Bard. I want to do Paladin Shaman Bard. Like, I'm all over the place. All over the place. Just know then, Kier, you can't change that Bard. Yeah, the replayability is so... Yeah, you know what? Secrets. Tap the marketing folk. EverQuest Legends is good, but for EverQuest, my divorced firefighter mustache, and I'm not even a divorced firefighter, let alone divorced or a firefighter. Also doing Warrior Berserker Rogue. Man, Rogue is so crazy. Rogue is so insane. And even myself, Patrick. Please tell me there is an in-game achievement for getting all classes to max level. I don't know. Maybe there is. Get every single class. Just Patrick Warburton. Patrick Warburton. I mean, you just. Oh my god, this looks insane. Oh, this is obtaining the class. I don't know if there is one for every single class. Where'd my friends go? I had friends once. Is that Scooty? Look at that. GM management secrets is in the zone. In the auto zone, dude. I think the achievements are just there to allow us to, like, unlock primaries and unlock races. Oh my god. Oh. I'm a lost man. I'm a lost boy. We're losing bonbons. At least it isn't hip chat. Holy shit, I haven't heard that fucking... Almost threw up. I haven't used that since I played in a... I worked at a startup. I think what we'll do is... Oh, God. We'll get down to the safe zone. And we'll start talking about the video. I want to talk with you guys about, like, how to break it up. Because I know I can talk literally about everything in the game that's being added and all these quality of life things. But it's like... If you don't know EverQuest, I don't think it's going to help you. Like if I was like, oh yeah, all the AAs. Well, someone who's brand new to the game is going to be like, I'm not an AA. What is this guy talking about? I've seen dev staff go into streamer chats. Never had them drop in and turn people into unicorns and shit. EQL's a different beast, man. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad when the closed beta ends because you transition away from the closed beta folk, which are typically a little bit more, they're already a little bit more, like, okay with the game, right? Like, oh, the game's got bugs, whatever, it's what I signed up for. Open beta people is just a larger population. So, like, let's just look at population numbers. It's a general 80-20 rule. We talked about this last time. 80% of people in games are generally cool, nice people. 20% are shitlords that just want to screech at every little thing and say, well, you know, if they would stop fucking dragging their feet, you know, just some sort of asshole stuff. When you're dealing with 1,000 people, that's only 200 people. It's easy to avoid those people. When you're dealing with 10,000 people, that's 2,000 people. That's harder to avoid. When you're dealing with 100,000 people, right? That's way, way harder to avoid. That vocal minority sounds a lot more major, a lot bigger. So when you play on like a closed beta, it's a small group. It's usually people that have been playing games like this for a long time. They have a better sense of just like tolerance for games going through its paces. They tend to be very helpful. They're very giving. They're generally generous people, either of their time or of their items. They're like, yeah, whatever. It's going away anyway. Take it, take it, take it. Play and test as much as I am. Open beta is going to be a larger sample size, and it will probably be more annoying because it's just, again, that's what happens. And then launch is going to be a shit show. Launch will be a shit show of just like, you're going to see the Reddit posts of people like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like, you know, like those people that just have a disconnect between game development and the reality of life. And it's always just kind of, or they're us. It just kind of, it's always the sad part about, I've beta tested so many MMOs. I think the only 2 games that I have not beta tested that I played were UO and EQ, because I was too young. Then I beta tested everything else. Something to remember is that players don't actually complain if they're satisfied. But how do you satisfy players when everyone has different goals? Do you guys, as developers, do you put like, hey, here's the top 10 things that people are requesting, and then create a development pipeline that says, these are the things that are going to take us the most time to develop, and these are the things that are going to take the least time to develop? So we can say, hey, we've worked towards these things quicker. Or do you, I guess, at what point does a request become a one-off, and at what point does it become something that deserves to be in a pipeline because it does satisfy players? To be fair, Jay, I don't really know anyone who has played this who has said they don't like it. A lot of us will actually discuss these requests internally, and generally we play the game, so we're not immune from problems. 100%. So can I take this time to bring up the one thing that I requested? And I would love to hear pushback on it, because I don't care. If you don't like it, then that's fine. Like, I'm not like, it has to happen. This is the only thing. I think the biggest point of inertia that I'm having right now is my character class's accessibility to spells, and what that's like, right? Like, a high elf doesn't have a Shadow Knight trainer, doesn't have a Necromancer trainer, so they don't have access to those things. I can go to the Sebelis expedition location. I have to sneak in, but now the latest patch, I cannot sneak in, change my trio to the trio that wants to get those spells, buy the spells, and go through that. I have to buy them on the sneaking trio. Is there any plan to add in either spell vendors to every single town? So, hey, every single major town has got a spell vendor for every single class, like a little pavilion. Either you don't buy spells anymore because it doesn't seem like there's going to be a reason for a platinum economy yet, or just some sort of accessibility for evil or good factions to get access to those. Like, if I was a ogre, good luck to me getting paladin spells, assuming I did not know where the Sebelis expedition is. Obviously, there's enough player knowledge that I will be able to find that out, but is there any plan to reduce that inertia, to make it so people don't feel like, well, fuck, how am I gonna get those spells? The solution is that players have to travel to new locations to get their spells, and you auto scribe up to 20. Wait, what? The solution is that players may have to travel to new locations to get their spells, and you auto scribe. Why does autoscribe sound really cool? What is autoscribe? Tell me more. Secrets. Can you say the things that you can tell me? I ended up unlocking Dark Elves because I wanted those merchants as a paladin. Autoscribe, you gain critical spells up to 20. Oh, okay. So, it already happens. Okay, yeah, because I know you do get spells. And I just couldn't remember what point, because I haven't been 20 now in some time. And I know it's not all the spells, like you said, it's critical spells. So if I, for example, am a magician, I'm going to get my direct damage spell, I'm going to get my summon spells up to 20, and I'm going to get an AoE, I don't know, other spells like that, or my shielding spells, stuff like that that are critical. But I won't get my summon item spells, my summon water and drink, stuff like that. Ooh. I didn't fall. Why would you think that? Huh. What part of auto aren't you getting? Shut up, Jay. Shut up. But I didn't know, though, if this was a different mechanic that Secrets was talking about. That's a good point. That is a good point. Okay. Because I mean, I would make the argument, right, that spell acquisition is part of the EverQuest experience. Like, drop spells or questing spells are part of doing it, right? So it keeps the towns alive. Okay, that's a great. You know, I think that's the thing that I didn't think about, right? Like, if you were to say, okay, it's just origin back. Oh, it's always in Felwith, it's always in Kelethin. Well, okay, well, not a lot of people are playing ogres now. The ogre town is only filled with ogres. You know, like, it gives you a reason to go to locations. Secrets, you should consider a job in game development. You might be really good at this. Hangs, though, I'm going to talk about this video. I don't know if you want to disband and go do your own thing, but I got about 30 more minutes to stream, so I want to talk about that. So, video we're going to do, because I want to do a video. The title for the video is, because if I make a video that's titled EverQuest Legends is going to be the fucking shit, then it is searchable to people that are searching EverQuest Legends. I want the video to have a wider appeal out from people that are looking for EverQuest Legends because they maybe don't even know about it. And the title of it is the MMO for people who don't have time for MMOs. And I'll tighten up that title so it reads better. But I want it to be something that someone notices because they're just a video game person on YouTube and go, oh, I used to play. I'll do that. Well, that's the kind of thing too, right, Shark? With a 400K sub base, I hope it would reach people. But if my sub base sees EverQuest, I don't know, what the hell's that? But if they see the MMO that will, for people that don't have MMOs, well, I used to love playing those. What the hell's this? Notice among players is that solo players like to play around other players. Sometimes not. That is I think that's one of the most important things, Secrets, that a lot of people, and I think a lot of MMO developers don't realize, is that it's not that people want to play delves, for example. World of Warcraft delves are removed from everything, but they want to play like parallel play, right? The notion of sharing this with people. The greatest MMO remaster. That's not actually a bad recommendation. I'm gonna put that down. I use vidIQ to help like score this stuff. The delves will run other players. Yeah, well, they've got the new delve system that's coming where you get to play Midnight. I really liked the story for Midnight in the War Within. God, it was so good. But they've got the new super delve coming. I don't know if you saw that, where it's like, hey, you go into it and it's like a raid of delves where I can go in and do one. But I think it's such a good point, right? Like people want to feel like they're playing an MMO without the requirement of being tethered to people. You don't want to lose your family to a game. This is the MMO for you. Yeah. The problem is, I think the greatest MMO of all time is UO, so I can't, in good conscience, use that, but I probably could. And I think it's like, that's what's so cool about playing Legends right now is like, okay, I'll pop in, I'll play alongside someone. Hey, do you want to group up? Cool. Well, with instance loot, we don't need to fight over loot. We both get it. Done. Like, it's so much easier to play alongside people and not feel like I'm also like competing with those people. Is that what? I didn't get meaningful progression upgrades in most content. It was incremental progress that was minuscule. And it was also like, Midnight, you'd get all of a sudden like these big, huge floods of progression. Like you'd go, bip, 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 boom. And then you're like, okay, well, now I'm at this new plateau all of a sudden. And it feels, you kind of feel like you get to an endpoint faster in modern MMO progression. And I think that the kind of little steps, I think, are a better progression system than, hey, you wanted to go here? We'll do a little bit of this and you'll go up here. Like, I might say veteran gear versus the mythic gear. 100%, yeah. I'll ever tell someone to get off your lawn, check out this MMO. Well, I think that's kind of the big thing here, right? This respects your time. Past username, now I have 9 different ones. EQ, EQ2, SWG. I was a 2-boxer. Old Gru. You won't be 2-boxing here, brother. This is a true box, no cheat experience. Tell you that right here, right now. So, okay. The MMO for people that don't have time for MMOs, that's your title. And didn't respect my eyes. How fucking dare you, Night Poker? This is authentic, hand-drawn art made with care. No, I know, I'm kidding you, Old Crew. I'm kidding. At bare minimum, respect your time. I want people to be able to log in, play a few hours, and have meaningful progress. And I think that's what's so cool here, right? Like we were talking about this earlier. Maybe you can give me the actual concrete number. So we now have the ability, or we have the ability in this game to create an instance, press this button, and I can create an instance, and we have charges of it, and I can make it so I can shut off respawning. I can have it solo or multiplayer. I can set the difficulty, all these things. If I turn on no respawning, solo, D4, I'm not actually going to press the button. But let's say I do that. And I log off. How long do I have until the game boots me out of my solo non-respawning instance? I know it's not 24 hours, but some people were saying that it was a handful of hours. I think it's about 6 hours. Okay. I won't quote you on it, but I will just say about 6 hours. EQ is the greatest move that was ever made. It had a consequence which many don't understand. You know, I don't really like that anymore. When people are like, it had a consequence. Like, it didn't necessarily have consequence. Like, the game wasn't trying to punish you. And I think that a lot of people go, well, we need more games with consequence. I mean, we've got games with consequence. Roguelite is probably one of the most popular genres right now. That consequence was just like, hey, we're going to create this system like this because we don't want people just to die through shit. And exactly, time waste is not always equitable to difficulty. Like making me run through to grab my corpse because my corpse might expire, because if it expires, I can't get my experience back. That's not consequence. That's like, again, I think there's a difference between consequence and inertia. Inertia reduces the overall flow of the game. At a time when that existed, it was kind of apropos to the way that games were. I mean, EverQuest came out after Ultima Online. Both are the first true MMO set server experiences. Meridian 59 had different small servers. It's inconvenience as a service, 100%. There's something up with the UI scaling, Kira. They had said it, not the EQL people. Yeah, it has to do more with like, because this is an older thing, like you can't scale this even if you play EQ. There's no scaling. Don't listen to Popcorn Clips. He's quoting someone from our UO guild that pissed me off. Fuck. But the rest of what you were saying, Zero, is valid. There was no endpoint in EQ and it was so difficult. Now you have all the dumbed down, but we're huge time sinks. Yeah, you know, the time sinks though is like, people don't want to camp for what, Nashir's Tomb or whatever for a 12-hour spawn. It's math.jpg. The game can be difficult for its own reasons without it being punishing for actual time blocking you. I'm tracing shit like that. Wildstar was obviously the best. You know what, Night Poker, I know you're kidding, but people jump around about that a lot. That serious issue with UI scaling. A lot of things online got theirs fixed. A lot of things online has had some pretty interesting like modernization that's gone through. So, okay. the current well, that's a big thing too, right? Like with TLPs, I did the TLP, the Fangbreaker TLP, Time Progression server, and I would get on for 4 or 5 hours, and I'd spend an hour to 2 hours trying to get a fucking group. And then if we died from one pull, someone would go, well, this is just not worth my time. And he'd leave the group, and then another person would leave the group without saying anything. Then we're down to 2 people, and we're trying to look for more. And we spend so much time trying to find groups in EverQuest, and that's not fun. So it's great that you can play this game completely solo or scale it into a really good high-level group. A 4K TV that I'd like to play the game on by the end of the, that'd be fucking great. So, okay, video idea. The current chapters that I have right now are character creation, where I talk about primary, secondary, and tertiary classes and how you swap those around and how you're locked into your primary class until 10. Well, after 10, and then you don't get a primary token again until 50. Then you have to quest them up in Sky. So there's that. Dungeons and leveling. We'll talk about dungeon levels, like difficulty. I mean, how you can do solo instances, and also the revamps. Talk about the Fallen Agena, BB, future ones that have been talked about with Crushbone hopefully coming around like launch or open beta launch. So that way, by the time the game comes into its launch, hopefully, all of those intro instances will be set, or instance dungeons, which is great because you can get gear in those dungeons, and that gear will carry you to 50, and you can go from 1 to 20 in those locations, which is good. So that's difficult. That's dungeons and leveling. Next chapter will be item and gear progression, where we talk about leveling items, talk about moats, also talk about swapping stuff like your foci, your focuses. Okay, it's foci. Your weapon procs, stuff like that. Then we go into stuff like AAs, so alternate advancements, stances, invocations, talking about how those cross classes and how they're kind of always going. Then go into quality of life stuff, so no corpse runs, you don't lose the XP for dying. Instance loot and food. What? Loot. What did I write? Did I write this in cuneiform? Is this Braille? Quick buff, gather parties, stuff like that. And then the last thing would be raiding. Just talk about how, okay, raiding, you could raid solo, you can raid in a 4-man group, or you can do an 8-man raid. Does this work for a progression for a video? Or would you want the video to be more, hey, here is how, just more strictly smaller chapters, but more of them? Like, here is items, here is levels, here is AAs, here are invocations and what the fuck are those things called? Stances. Does grouping things like I just mentioned better, or does grouping the latter better? What would you guys want as a video to help you understand the game better without getting too over the top and too nitty gritty? More of a high level explanation. Answer that question. I have to go what they call pee real quick. Be right back. I think of this. Most streamers in the outhouse. Love to see the enthusiasm. I'm looking forward to seeing you on launch and/or pre-order beta. The absolute energy. Of course, Secrets. Thanks for jumping in. Am I a lion forever now? Is this my new race? Do I am I no longer a high elf and am I now a pride lion? Thank you for joining in and having fun with the Secrets. Thank you for all the questions answered too. Okay. Does that work for a video format? Are there things specifically you'd want me to bring up or hear about? I want to talk for quality of life too. Like I'll talk about the spell book, how it's kind of like right here now, rather than having to go manually through this whole fucking thing. What things make sense? What do I bring up? What should I talk about? Or have I covered everything? Is that good? Let me know. Chat, say something. Video about Ram Ranch. Did you fucking marry? You think I won't? Ram Ranch Cowboys with Mary Cry. I don't know if you can handle 18 naked cowboys in the shower at Ram Ranch. I'm a bit of a two-man job myself. Kira, are you gonna play the new Diablo 4? Because let me just say, dude. Did you see the fucking the cosmetic for it? I might also do it. Oh. Like, that's the cosmetic for it, right? Resident monster for like rewards. I assume it is. The D2 Warlock's really good. You get to use the Warlock trial for 7 days. Overwatch collab, which is just fucking dumb. Class balance updates, we'll see what that's like. Quality of life improvements for Project Cube and Warplan. So you can do co-op Warplan, I think is what it is here. Ruptures hunt down the death cult and disrupt their rituals. Tower leaderboards, Mythic Unique 3.0, Theory crafting experiment with revamped Mythic system. Death Toll Chamber, cross into Pandemonium and slaughter the Risen. That sounds pretty cool. I think that's the cosmetic. It's what I keep seeing for all the pictures. So I assume that's the reliquary reward. You know, the Lord of Hatred season didn't really have a bunch that stood out to me personally. I don't know what I'd play though. I think I'd do a Necromancer again. And do a summon Necromancer, because I didn't play it. I played a Blood Necromancer the first time the game first came out. Or Rogue. Rogue is really fucking fun. But I think that gives me quite a bit to chew on. Let's end our stream here for the day, my dudes. Yeah, it does. I'm curious to see. I know they changed what they were gonna change. Oh, 100%. But I just mean the actual cosmetics. I don't even. Do I have that installed? We did not hit our sub goal for this month. I think it's our last stream for the month end. No, we'll have one on Tuesday, so maybe we will get closer. Oh, god damn it. I installed it. Absolutely, Kaneko, thanks for jumping in. Thanks for having fun with us. We'll be back again on Sunday for Pal World. I'll play that for the first time, and I'm just trying to learn it. We're not really necessarily doing anything crazy. Capcom Spotlight is right now. So I'll toss you guys on over to my good buddy. Let's rate a channel. Let's look for, what's his name? Fightin' Cowboy. The raid has begun. We'll go raid Fightin' Cowboy. See what this fucker's up to. I was playing some games with him the other day. 18 more Cowboy. It is so perfect that we're raiding Fightin' Cowboys as the Ram Ranch Cowboys. I love it. Guys, thank you so much for watching here today. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. Be on the lookout for this EverQuest video. I do have a Crimson Desert video that I want to do. That's like basically like the game I just keep coming back to because I think I play it like twice a week. I just always end up playing it for a little bit. Not a long time, but I always end up playing it because it's just so damn fun. Then we'll be getting into Pal World stuff probably next week to get ready for that launch on July 10th. But there was the announcement for Enshrouded's launch is October 15th or 25th or something. That will be, I'll do that on the channel too, and I'll make a channel server for people to join. It's the best game that never ends. Dude, I got a ton of Graston work yesterday. I think it's in the back here. It's all fucked up. Yeah, it's all fucked up here. I got so much fucking body work done. My body is shattered. But guys, this raid is going off here in 4, 3. Thank you so much for watching here. Have a good one. Take care. Wash your hands. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on Sunday, and it's going live. Raid starts now.